But yeah, so yeah, you want some reckoning. You know what I'm saying? You want some things on the even playing field. I love to debate. One thing about, and it's not that I like to debate. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't like to debate, but I don't like being backed in a corner. You know what I'm saying? If I'm backed in a corner, I just believe when I'm right, I have so many facts, you know what I'm saying, on my side that I like to present the facts in front of an audience. But what I've learned about these people that's pushing this law of attraction philosophy, I'm almost wondering, you know what I'm saying, and don't quote me on it, you know what I'm saying, I haven't put very much thought into it, but so don't quote me on it. I'm just raising it up as a topic of conversation. But I almost wonder is it a form of Satanism by a different name? Because people that want you to stray away from tradition are not gonna say we want you to join the Church of Satanists. You understand me? They'll call it something else. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you have sacrificed all your morals, you know what I'm saying, and all your dignity, you know what I'm saying, for something that in a perfect world makes plenty of sense. I mean, a lot of stuff makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? But when it starts to tell you to watch people suffer, you know what I'm saying, for the enjoyment of a different type of people. It's like I don't know if anybody's seen that movie, The Purge. I think it was The Purge Part Two. I think when the man gave his daughter some guns and said he finna go sacrifice himself for some rich folks, cause the rich folks was supposed to take care of the daughters. So I guess they was gonna barbecue him and eat him or something. I don't know what the fuck them rich folk were gonna do with this nigga, but they was gonna kill him. And so it's kind of awkward when you got a different entity wanting you to take advantage of your own blood, your own kid, your own child, you know what I'm saying, to appease their fetishes, whatever their fetish is. I also think he got something to do with some child pornography and stuff too, like that. So, they don't flash this stuff in your face for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And I also worry about my own kids, you know what I'm saying, that's being, brainwashed by these devils. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what I would say is being out of my sight and pretty much kidnapped from from me parenting my child into a whole different paradigm. Like I say, man, it's so many things that tie into one. I don't think it's one complete answer. If a dude would say, "Do you think it's racism?" I think the answer would be yes. And they say, "Do you think it's about bringing people together?" Then the answer would be yes. Do you think it's about feminism? I would say yes. Or do you think it's about bringing man and woman closer together? I would say yes. I would say that this system is creating a conundrum to where they got the answer for whatever question you have, whatever hatred you want, whatever thing that you want to do that's not traditional. They have an answer out here for it. You know what I'm saying? So, is it about polygamy? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Is it about keeping people single? Yes. Is it about keeping people single, depressed, and raising the suicide rate? Yes. Is it about making people happy and making people live their most highest aspiration? Yes. So how could it be both at the same time? Because it's both at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? It's this thing is and so what I'm learning about it is the part of the reason, and part of the things that it's showing me right now is that it's not always in your control. You understand what I'm saying? So even though you would be, you know, uh, for one, you would be in a race. For one, you know what I'm saying. For two, you would prosper. You know what I'm saying, tremendously. You know what I'm saying, because you know where your market is. You understand what I'm saying? And so not only would you make it, you would be successful by your standards of success, and you would also be a somewhat of a role model. You know what I'm saying, for people to admire. You know what I'm saying. So when you rob a person of all that, you pretty much murder. It's pretty much murdering, man. If you murder somebody without killing their being, you know what I'm saying, but you robbed them of their being, I consider it murder. And I consider it could also be seen worse than murder. You know what I'm saying? Because at least, you know, I mean, it could be, it is what it is. But anyway, so, yeah, I think, man, I know I done this like 100 times. And it's one thing about me doing these videos, man, I go off on one thing since I don't have anybody responding. Hell, I forget where the hell I was. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but I do believe that we're living in a society where for whatever reason that people are pushing illogical, and they are breaking logical people from the pack. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be a voice of reason. It'll be a bunch of illogical motherfuckers screaming and yelling at each other, which is great. You know what I'm saying, for the system. And also, people that are one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily super talented, but job security. You know what I'm saying? I put it to you like this, man. At the end of the day, the elites probably don't want a lot of competition. You know what I'm saying? Because the more competition, the closer people get to the top. You understand what I'm saying? So even though you can never make it to the top, it's easier for the top to have a pyramid than to have a separation of haves and have-nots. So it's a very awkward thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That hard to explain. So maybe I explain it a different way or a different time or whatever. But anyway, I've been going long, and I guess the point that I'm trying to make, man, is so so it's like the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to keep me separated from my social group or whatever. Or the social group don't even exist yet, because like I said, I wasn't even going through my friends. For like, I have always noticed this kind of targeted thing. Like I used to blame a friend of mine for a lot of misfortune that was going on around me, because I mean, it just is what it is. We were very childish. We did a lot of childish stuff, and my boy was King Petty. You know what I'm saying? So I always, and plus he was like, he was ahead. So all the stuff now that I'm saying everybody that a lot of people around me are doing, my partner was doing a version of that. You know what I'm saying? Early, like way early on. So it wasn't until I, had a conversation with him and told him, hey man, I think it's best, you know what I'm saying, we go our separate ways, bro. I'm having a issue with trust, which, my life is starting to turn upside down, and I'm working honest jobs, and so I'm trying to put myself in a position, what I'm saying, where I could possibly have a relationship, hopefully a family, and with all this mystery, man, and amongst a bunch of other things, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on uh, catching cases and going to jail and losing jobs and you know what I'm saying, having people um, just areas of sabotage. You know what I'm saying was happening in like '05 and probably even before then. You know what I'm saying, but I know for a fact in '05 I seen some heavy signs of sabotage, which you know, but I couldn't really pin it on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting complaints on my job about selling drugs to kids at work. And I worked for the bus system. And they were saying I was selling drugs to kids at work, and I ended up getting caught with some drugs off work, picking up my partner. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm buying a house at the exact same time. I'm renting a house. I hadn't even moved in the house yet. My landlord let me know that he's sending undercovers to the house and stuff like that because he got a word that I'm gonna buy the house to deal drugs out of and all kind of shit. So, you know, neither here or there. You know, I was an entertainer, man, in the rap business, a rock star. So it was probably gonna be some drugs around. You know what I'm saying? Drugs are fun the you know, the little mishaps that we have. So I'm not sitting here trying to tell you I'm an angel. You know what I'm saying? But what I try to say, man, is if you don't, the focal point is uh you know, just young men doing young men. You know what I'm saying? What the focal point is. So I'm not trying to come across as well, I'm squeaky clean now, if you ask me. But at the time, I indulged in a little bit of risky behavior, but all in reason. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, nothing hardcore. So anyway, but it's just as time went on, where I realized that the major player at the helm of everything was, you know, was right up under my nose the whole time. And that's not taking any pressure off of anybody else. That's just saying they was all in it together. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you know, I'm in a position that I desperately hate. You know what I'm saying? I desperately want out of. You know what I'm saying? But when you say want out of, I mean want out of for what's the trade off? I mean, you know, that's the shroud of mystery. You know what I'm saying? Is what is the trade off? You know, it's like a lot of people that's involved. It's a lot of handicaps I have encountered along the way. Uh, so basically, it's like you just dropped in the middle of a battlefield, naked. You know what I'm saying? I dropped in the middle of a battlefield naked, man. You know, don't have anything to you know, to fall back on. So anyway, and I don't even want to bring that up. I mean, that's neither here nor neither. I'm pretty much doing too much rambling. But one of the things that bothered me, man, was I'm finna go real deep right now. So I want you to walk with me. You know what I'm saying, with an open mind. But I told you that it's mind reading going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? You may even have the technology to do it yourself, but I don't have the technology to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's people around her with the technology to pick up on what you're thinking. And they have very subtle ways of harassing you, but not harassing you. So I don't know what this is all about. I'm just saying it is what it is. And not to go too far on that, but once you realize people can do that, you learn to start censoring your thoughts a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not just because you think anything devilish or nothing, but once you realize what's really happening, you for one, you slow down your thinking, because the minute something hits your brain that you don't want to be a part of, you automatically pause on that picture, and so that becomes the focal part of your thought. Even though normally it probably would be something that just float by, you don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? But you look up and see a motherfucker with a snagger tooth, and the first thing across your mind, that's an ugly motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily want that to be the first thing that a person thinks of when they see you. You know what I'm saying? That you're, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's intrusive to be to be able to, you know what I'm saying? This is a pretty deep subject. I think I'm 100 years ahead of the game. It's gonna be a while before I believe people let you know that this is part of the game that's being played. But anyway, what it does, man, is make you kind of like you stop thinking so much. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to interact with a person, you start thinking all the negative shit. Understand what I'm saying? Instead of the positive shit. And so what you do is just try to basically clear your mind, just make your mind clear. And which your mind was probably clear before, but now since you realize it's some weird shit going on in 2017, you clear your mind. And so one of the crazy things, man, that I endured now the past couple of days is I've been noticing, man, when I go to sleep, I would have, and I've had this before. I know I've mentioned it before, but I would have these different things that keep me awake. We can call it sleep apnea, we can call it snoring, or we can call it allergies. I don't know what it is, but something in my nose start harassing me, and it won't allow me to. Like, as soon as I start nodding, it'll make a noise and set me off. And the noises change sometimes. Sometimes it sounds like a car starting. Sometimes it sounds like a fucking lion roaring. Sometimes and it also sends thoughts. And that's what really creeped me out right there. So one day I just got a barrage of negative shit, just negative comments. I couldn't even tell you what they were. You know what I'm saying? But it was just they were just coming. And I was like, man, that's pretty foreign. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no shit that I normally do. And it kind of spooked me. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I got me a couple of hours of sleep, and then I had to drive. Like I had like a 12-hour drive the next day, on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And the very next day, the same thing happened. Now, one thing I will say is I ate an edible that day, and it usually happens. You know what I'm saying? Around the times I, you know what I'm saying, eat edibles and shit, whether I'm high or not. So, I'm thinking maybe, the motherfucker controlling the program don't want you getting high. You know what I'm saying? That's like a punishment for getting high or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I do want to mention that, man, because it kind of scared me. Because I said, man, if something like this was to happen every day, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing that you say, wow, man, I ain't scared of. I'm not scared of, the inevitable and stuff like that. But man, I know it'd be hard to live with this, man, every fucking day. And but past 2 nights, I think I slept okay. But for whatever reason, I just document it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying. So what the whole point of me talking is just to say that I deal with a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But the real shit, it goes unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that you fear. You know what I'm saying? The part that's scary is people making a show, a comedy show, out of, you know what I'm saying, pretty much just gaslighting you. You know what I'm saying? Or voyeuring into your life, man, and intruding your life and making a joke about it. But on the flip side of the joke is some government controlled programs and shit that's really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? On a whole nother level. So, you know, as motherfuckers is thinking that, oh man, it's all fun and games, the nigga can't take it, fuck him, you know. But the part that's bothering me is I don't really think motherfuckers understand how deep, you know what I'm saying, this shit is. And how day to day, you know what I'm saying, you can have your moods altered, your moods changed. You can be kept up at night, you know what I'm saying? You can have dreams and visions forced into your fucking head. You can have motherfuckers heckling you in your fucking sleep. I mean, heckling you while you're trying to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's a strange paradox. You know what I'm saying? That I have been paradoxical program that I have been signed up for that is looking like it has no end, and it's looking like people are trying to force you to be mentally ill or force you to be anything other than yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you're actually being yourself, that's when it's time for the for the people to troll you, you know what I'm saying, or pretty much harass you. You know what I'm saying? But when you're you know what I'm saying, but behind closed doors and when ain't nobody looking is when the real shit takes off. And that's the shit that is hard to explain. It's hard to even make anybody believe, and it's hard to understand that you would even be a candidate to be put into a program like this. And a motherfucker don't even have to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can sit here and say, oh man, that's him hallucinating. And allow y'all to think that the only thing I'm dealing with is the bullshit you doing. That's the crazy part, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and then at the same time, they keep you at a certain level of peace. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it'll look like you're turning on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a crazy thing, man. I just wish the shit would be over. You know what I'm saying? I can go on with my life. You know, I'm pretty sure I have wasted so much. I don't know how much catching up I could do. I mean, I'm not a superhero. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that, you know, once the yoke is released, I can just take off and pick up where I always felt like I was in the first place. I mean, I'm pretty much a damaged motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be pretty hard to. But like I say, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So I pray, man, and I do acknowledge God. I do acknowledge a higher power that's even higher. You know what I'm saying? Than the the people that He allow. You know what I'm saying, to invade my space, invade my privacy, and so I've been I guess waiting on Him. You know what I'm saying, and being proactive as well, even though I'm getting jerked around. So I'm still keeping myself busy, waking up another day to fight the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for myself, you know what I'm saying, to be at my wit's end, not really have the materials, you know what I'm saying, to just to change the situation. Because in my life, I told you I am Bruce Lee. I am like water. You know what I'm saying? It's really not anything that can hold me back. You know what I'm saying? I can protect myself good enough to get myself in and out of situations. I'm pretty cunning. I'm pretty slick. You know what I'm saying? Um, so the curveballs that life throw is not the curveballs that, fortunately, I didn't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But this whole little program that they done put me in, it kind of fucked up my you know what I'm saying, my basically I consider myself perfect. You know what I'm saying? Matter all the insecurity that you would just have as a human being. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. As long as I'm me, you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm me, I'm the best thing going. So, you know, but unfortunately, you know, yeah, they are constant at robbing me of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Trying to force me to be whatever they're trying to force me to be. And that's something to fight about. You know what I'm saying? I laugh, man. 'Cause, you look at these celebrities and it's a little retarded kid, who mama was, do a lot of racist shit or whatever. But he getting a lot of sympathy from the game. And I'm sitting here cracking up because the same motherfuckers won't even acknowledge the fact that I'm receiving some weird treatment or whatever with with no means to an end. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of strange. That's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's just weird, man, to look at it. But so I guess, man, or I guess in order for me to feel like I can get some type of sympathy or some type of acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I'm damaged from everywhere, man. From raising my kids to having a relationship with my kids to uh, making money. You know what I'm saying? To having a social life with friends and family. Everybody get to look down on me. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing is manifesting, and the material stuff don't even affect me, man. They just harass me just to be harassed, just to be mean, just be mean spirited. So I'm the type, man. The money never mattered. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I always believed in myself, man. So the money don't matter, but it's the fact that people put you in a bad position, and they're the ones who are being uh, unreasonable. And if you smack the shit out of one of them, then you can't control yourself. You know what I'm saying? But they're all ganging up on you, and while you're in a season of lack, you understand? It's not a logical situation to be in. So anyway, you look at it and you say the only way that motherfuckers sit up and say, hey man, that's fucked up what we doing to these people out here in the world, and we need to stand up against this shit. They got to do it to a kid with a disfigured a handicapped person. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't be a perfect being that we've tarnished his legacy and even his personal life outside of what his perceived legacy in his mind, his personal life altogether. Now the only way you can see yourself symbolic to that, man, is to be this handicapped motherfucker. So anyway, man, let me go on and get up out here.